topic is marriages, the keys to successful and healthy relationships and marriages. Sharing your life with another person can be a challenge, especially if you don't have a lot of experience with relationships. Marriages take work, commitment, love, but they also need respect to be fully happy and successful. A marriage just based on love and respect won't work. Both persons have to be there first. So let's start with the first question. What do you have to do to keep your marriage healthy and successful? What are the key aspects and what are the main things to keep the relationship going and happy?
I'll go first. I've written an essay on this topic, and the first question, and my answer would be communication and understanding each other and respect. As you said, I absolutely agree with your idea that love and love isn't enough if we're just married. Love just fades away eventually, and you just have to respect and communicate. That's it.
Thank you. What do you think about the idea of love fading away? Does love fade away with time?
I think I will go with this one. Love is such a thing that we would never know actually how it works. So most of the times, in 90% of marriages, in my opinion, it fades away. But we can still consider the 10 percentage that still is there. That there are actually some families who live along with that loving relationship, and they always feel young. They go to the dates and that all fun stuff that they usually do in the start. So I don't actually think it's always the case.
Okay.
I think that both couple, they need to work on relationship to keep that love. If they are not working it fading away, they need to work.
Yes, I think communication is important. Sharing your thoughts and being honest about your feelings is one of the most important things also. Do you agree with this?
Arguments are usually because of the fact that couples are not sharing enough, not telling what they actually feel. For example, if your partner made you mad about something and you're not telling them about it, you just keep it in yourself, and it just keeps making you more and more angry. So you have to say what's on your mind. If that made you upset, you have to straightforwardly tell your partner that, this made me upset, you need to stop doing that, or we have to communicate and understand what we can do to solve that problem, so we don't have an arguments in the future. That's why
I agree that issues just build up in yourself, and then you put the pressure on the other person because you're unhappy with yourself. And that's a major issue for most couples. Is it important to tell your significant other that you're thankful for having them in your life? What do you think about this?
Not specifically saying thank you,
But with actions,
showing them,
Yeah.
there's this thing called love language. Different people have different love languages. For example, someone's love language might be physical touch, the other one's is just nice treatment and everything. You have to just know your partner's love language and make them feel happy, make them feel appreciated, comfortable.
I agree. Let's talk about arguments that occur between couples. They often disagree or agree on something, and in such situations, mutual respect is very important. What do you think?
Well, definitely respect is important anyways. In any type of relationship it's important, but especially in marriage it's definitely one of the most important things.
It's respect because you live with each everything with each
Not
other.
only respect, usually you have the respect for other person, but like there can be some other things that like would make it harder to communicate. For example, you can be hot-headed, you can be over-emotional, you can be not rational at some point, so because of that like small linear problem that you have there, the minor problem can become bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes, I agree. So let's talk about the mistakes couples make individually. Do you agree that you should forgive the mistakes?
Depends on what type of mistake it is. If it's like major issue, yeah. I don't think I would be.
You can forgive it up to them when it's not harming yourself. If someone did something which is harming yourself, you need to talk about it and like, try to do something for yourself.
It still kind of depends, I would say. There are some mistakes that like they don't make sense at some point. Why do people even do them? Like for example, the most common one I think is cheating. So like
I would never be able to like.
yeah, like it's not even about forgiving. It's about like why. like there's like never an actually normal point when you can like explain why someone did that. So if you cheat, that eventually means you choose the wrong person. So why do you even continue that?
It eventually means that your mind went wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what was the reason?
Yeah, if you love like your significant other, why would you even need someone
Even if you
else?
don't love, if you at least respect them,
Yeah,
you know.
and feel like have respect and understand their feelings.
I think of cheating like this. If you're really have genuine feelings towards the other person and you respect them and you are scared to lose them, you would never take the step to take risks.
I think if someone cheats, maybe the partner they're with is not the right person for them. So, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
We can just find proper moment for this close to stages.
Yeah, okay, there's this quote, it says, I really like it because it makes so much sense and it's such a nice thing to always consider. It says, always remember in arguments, if you're having an argument with anyone, well, especially in this case in relationships, always remember that it's not you versus your partner, but it's you and your partner versus this problem. So always consider that if you're having an argument with anyone. It's a good thing.
Another question I want to ask everyone. With work and family responsibilities, it is important to make time for two couples, for the couple, I mean. Is it important how
this or should work and family
How do you
responsibilities
think
be
would
more
be-
important?
cooperation between the two?
Yeah,
I don't quite get the question.
yeah, kind of.
Well, you have work and family responsibilities.
Do you think it is important to make time for the couple, like for a long time for the two of them?
Yeah, absolutely. But you also need to think that that your partner doesn't need to be 24 hours with you because like he's an individual. He has his own life as well, so he's not obligated. Not obligated, but he doesn't have to be like 24 hours by your side. So thinking that your partner needs to be right next to you, like all day and all the
So
time,
it's
it's kind of selfish, you know?
It's not balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you also need time for yourself as well.
Yeah, you could do house chores and call it a date, you know? You know, take out the trash, let's go on a date.
Combining the families now. Let's eat kids. Let's go on a date.
Another thing is fights, be it be physical or emotional.
Okay, physicals are, physical
Abuse.
fights are just like
It's-
It's domestic abuse. Yeah, but if it, no, like, that's,
Like
the
beating
fight
up,
isn't
okay.
abuse. Well, it should be, but it's not. But if any fight gets to, you know, physical fights, then it's, bad, you should be a therapist. Get a therapist, you know?
I think if there's a conflict between the two people, they should spend alone time and work on their thinking and deal with
Talk it
themselves
out. Yeah.
before
You
dealing
have
with
to
the
have
other
some
person.
Yeah, they just have to step over, you know, just,
Their comfort zone.
yeah, step out of their comfort zone, forget about their ego, and, you know, be the first one to say, let's sort this out, let's talk this out.
Also
get
about the
back
comfort
together.
zone.
And not just, and not like, argue and scream at each other, just sit down and bring out your points, why you think this is an issue, and hear them. You know, in a relationship with anyone, obviously, again, it is important to say that I hear you, but I also have my points. So,
Exactly, that's what I want to say about the comfort zone. Usually people don't understand like leaving their comfort zone for other person is like changing their whole opinion and making the same as the other one to make it like peaceful or whatever it is. So like I quite don't understand that why would you change to make it better? Because if you change, like if you both have the same point, yeah, at some point you won't argue about like some minor stuff, but because of the same thinking, you might have like bigger stuff coming to you. So just don't change.
About that, you're supposed to be able to compromise with someone. If you're too stubborn, then you won't be able to have a healthy relationship. You have to be able. Yeah, and also you don't have to blame each other. That's the main point. Like it was because of you, or it was because of. I don't know.
It's about teamwork, cooperation, and being vulnerable time to time because that's how you make it work.
What do you think about couples therapy?
Is it good to go to therapists
Okay.
and talk about your
relationship.
You should go there.
Okay, before getting in a relationship, you should first of all love yourself and know yourself. And if you
can
and if you have issues with that, you can't just
Love the other
you know,
person.
no.
Why not?
Yeah, you can't love another person if you don't love yourself first.
Yeah.
But if you have issues with that, you should see a therapist at first. And then if your relationship isn't working, but you want that relationship to work,
You might consider.
you might consider it, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Any other?
I'm thinking.
Oh.
Maybe about jealousy.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about jealousy.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Why not?
I mean, yeah, but like,
Okay. Anyone?
Well, I will. About jealousy, well, I think it's completely wrong, and I completely disagree with what people say that if he or she is jealous, then he loves her or she loves him. It's for me, it's completely wrong because I think that love and trust are two things that like are very connected to each other. So if you trust if you love someone, then you trust her or him, and there shouldn't be any jealousy.
But at the same time, I think that like, yeah, trusting is an important thing, but like, I don't know. I'm a very not very jealous person. Yeah. It's not about trusting. Like, if I would trust him, but still, I would have felt like very bad if someone was talking or flirting with him or something like that. Like, to me, it's not about the trust. Like, yeah, I could trust him, but like, at the same
Exactly.
time,
Like, jealousy is somehow a natural feeling that
yeah, it's just a
all of
feeling
us
that you
have.
feel,
So like,
you can't
it's
control
not
it.
only about love and marriage. It can be simple as child, second child. It's something that like we all like naturally born with. So having a jealousy is not quite about like trusting the other person. For example, I trust this person so much, but like it's not only about her.
Trusting, yeah. It's
It
not
can be
about
like
her.
the other person who is doing something, so it eventually
Yeah, that's
is a jealousy.
disturbing me. That's making you feel uncomfortable.
Some people say that jealousy occurs when you feel insecure with yourself. Is that the problem?
I don't think so.
No,
Is it good for yourself? I don't think so.
Well, somehow,
It's
it could be.
Yeah.
It depends on
So-
the person and the
Depends on the
in
situation.
the situation
Yeah.
and the experiences the person.
No, it's just,
has.
it's just a natural feeling. You just don't, you can't bear looking
Yeah,
at
exactly.
them together. Like, it's not about
I get
the,
it.
like, psychological thing. It's just, you don't want to see them together. It's just,
like it's a feeling that appears like
yeah.
how are you like
You
thirsty,
can't control it.
for example. The same way.
But there's also an unhealthy jealousy, which
Oh
is
yeah,
like,
toxic one.
because one of the partner's insecurities are not valuing themselves. If it's healthy, it's okay. But if there's something
Do you think it's a good idea to live with someone before getting married?
Oh
Yes,
hell
yes.
yes.
You have to know with whom you're living.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine you're getting married and then you find out, oh, I'm living with a monster.
Yeah, okay, not like it was extreme thing to say, but like if we be honest, in Chicago, one sister Mia, like no matter how close you are with your partner, living with them would often so many things like habits, minor habits, lifestyle things that you would never notice if you won't live together. So I think it's very important to have some sort of experience living with your partner before in a long time, marriage, long-term marriage.
Long-term marriage.
Do you agree about things that shouldn't be done before getting married?
For example.
Having kids.
They're free whatever they want to do.
If you're-
It's simple human rights.
It's not because if you have kids before marriage, it's not considered like serious anymore. Or like you can break up anytime with him, or he can leave anytime without having any responsibilities to take care of the kid. It's because it's like not
But
any,
this can happen when they're married.
not so seriously. Like, I mean, marriage. I don't want to say it's like. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still are free to do whatever you